Hi everyone, Marion Emberson here. So, recently I've got into glass fusing and I've been making little pendants. Let me come up so you can see it. And I've been experimenting with things and different chemicals and all sorts because I can't just sit still and just melt glass and that's it. And I've been making little pendants out of them and I'm absolutely loving it. I will try and do a video where I show you, but it's not easy for me anyway, because it's all up there and it's using a microwave kiln. So it's just this little round thing that goes in a microwave, which I've got a microwave up in my studio now because you can't use your one at home, or not what you're going to eat in again. Anyway, it's fantastic and I'm loving it. And it just got me thinking about playing with this little guy again. Let's bring him into the shop. So, you know, when one thing leads to another, I've got an idea for the glass fusing where I want to sort of do some layers. Now, whether that's going to work or not, I have got no idea, but I thought I'd try it on this and see what happens. So, I've already got this on, so I've got it nice and warm. Let's just give it a little tap, tap, tap. Right. And then let's get my paper. This I just keep reusing again and again. This is just parchment paper. If you never saw any of my other videos, I've done this as a quick video, I've done it as a live, etc. So what I'm thinking, if I do little chunks, little puddles. So let's just have, so, oh, I'll tell you what, I think the white might melt quicker because it's ultra high. So I'm going to use these citrus, the citrus quad from Seth Apter. Oh, look at those colours. And they've got mica in them. So we'll see what happens. So let me just get these out. This is beautiful, this quad. Absolutely love it. There's a few quads actually. Well, there's two from Seth and there's another one coming very, very soon. Right, this one's called Tomato. So let's just do a little puddle on there. And then what we got? Olive. Do a little bit, oh, get rid of that. Don't want to contaminate it. Olive. It doesn't spread too far, I don't think. Well, I don't know how many I put on there now. And then there's also Rusty and Kiwi Gold. I'm going to go Kiwi Gold. Let's just mix it up. Get a bit of that mica from there. Look at that. Right. So what I might do... Oh, I should have moved them. Right, I'll tell you what. Let me just heat that. And then I can set it aside and do a little bit more of the white. I want more white in a minute. So let me just clean up. And then I'll come back when that's all melted. Okay, right, let's have a little try. Okay, that looks molten. Let's just pick that up. Pop it there. Let that cool down. And I'm just going to do a few little more puddles. I'm using the ultra high. You can use regular if you've got it. I just think the ultra high, I don't know. Do I think the ultra high is better? Yeah, I do. You're going to ask me why. I'm going to say I don't really know. I think it just melts quicker. Or does it? No, actually. Oh, I don't know. Marion, stop even trying to think. Do you know what? My head's all kerfuffled at the moment and has been for a little while. So, yeah, I don't know answers at the moment. But I just love the way it melts. And it's what I had on hand. And you don't need a large one because you're not really using a lot, to be fair. So let's have a little look. Right, so you can see it's starting to melt, yeah, underneath. And then obviously there's heat on this bit, so that's melting it from the top. I will try and link my previous videos that I did with this. And then we'll go from there. Let me just move that out of the way. While that's still melting, let's have a little look. Yep, lovely. These are all set now, so we can just peel these off. So So I've got a couple of cunning plans actually. None of them might work. Let me just get that off. Get as much of it off as you can, and then you can just reuse it. I'm wondering, let's have a look. Lovely, that's done. So if I do that, do you know what? I might. Do I want to do that? No. Right. Okay, so my cunning plan is to layer these up. So to put them in layers on here and then see how they're going to melt overall. So I just need these ones to cool down and set, and I'm going to need my heat tool. I think I might keep this open while it's still hot. So these are nice and cool. So how I'm going to join these together is I'm going to put my heat tool on here, just melt it down a little bit, and then just place that on, and that will stick into it because it's molten. Okay, so let's have a little look at these. Oh, no, that still needs setting. Okay, let's have a little. Yep, they're nice and hard. Let's just take these off. Be careful in case it's still hot. Scrape that off, and then I can reuse this bit. You can, I said in a previous one, and I think other people said it to me as well, just, you know, these silicone mats, because I die cut these with, where are they? Let me just grab them. Oh, I'll just show you. I die cut these with the Sizzix framelits, and I've die cut this with the same framelits as well. And it just so happens, it was a pure fluke, but it just so happens it fits this perfectly. So brilliant. Right, so I've got 4 of them, 3 of them. So let's go in. First of all, we'll go white on the bottom. So I'm going to use, and this is why it's nice having a dual control, or if you've only got one power setting, just come up a little bit higher, but I'm going to go on the lower one. Right, okay, so because I've done it on here, this is going to stay warm for a little while. So I need this to cool down before I can go on to the next step that I think is going to work in my mind. It probably isn't going to work. You know what I'm like. I just think of these things. And then I'm like, I try it and it's like, fail. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's have a little. Need that to be. Kim on you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's still a little bit. So if I just flick it over, it's still a little bit warmish there because that little bit is stuck to it. But that's fine. How does that feel? Right, that's all right. So what I'm going to do, have I got any more molten bits? No, just make sure. So if when I cut it, they're not going to squish out. So if I... Oh, that one's come loose. That's fine. That's not a problem. I think I'll say like I know what I'm talking about. I ain't got a clue. Right, let's just snip that. I'm just going to melt that again. Hang on. Just get that molten again. Oh, that's all stuck together. That's fine. Right. See how little bits come out? And that's okay. Just make sure it's not too hot, all right? Because that could be, let's have a look. Is that still molten? No. It just looks it, because it's sort of glossy. It looks like it could be molten still. It's still warm. So just blow it a bit. Let me get rid of that. Let's just cut that now. Okay, so look, I've got layers. My theory is If I melt it like this, I'll try one that way and one this way. Let's see if it makes a difference. And then let's just throw that one in there. Is it, oh no, look. Is it going to melt in layers? No, because it's just going to fall down. Okay, so let's stick that on there. Stay, stay, stay. No, it's just going to, it's too heavy. I can squidge it. Okay, let's put the lid down. Let's just see what happens. There's nothing like trying, is there? I've got to have fun with these things. Oh, okay. So I don't think it's going to do what I thought it was going to do. But that's okay. We'll see what's going to happen. We could still grab this back, you know. Oh, that might... Oh, look, they've spread into one another. Oh, okay, so let me, like that one. Let's just have a little, let's see if I can sort of spread it out a little bit. See, I've lost lots of that colour, haven't I? That is beautiful. I love that. And that was just really random, wasn't it? I might just throw a little bit more colour on while it's in there. Let's just go. I'm changing this completely now because I'm thinking, actually, is it in shot? I've just realised. Oh my goodness, look, it's only just in shot for you. Sorry. I'm sitting there with it all the way back and you probably couldn't see it. Right, I'm having another epiphany. Sorry, I'm completely changing it now. How big do I need it to be? I'm thinking about die cutting it. I don't think that's going to be big enough. I need to come out a bit more. Come on, you. If it's not big enough, then I could, and this is the joy of it, you can just remelt it. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So did I need to do layers? Probably not, because I can just do it like this, can't I? I could have saved myself some time there. But I wanted to try it. I wanted to see what was going to happen. And then I'm just using the tomato, the olive, and the, what was that gold one called? Kiwi gold. I do believe, I think I said it in another video, if that might not have come out yet, I don't know. But I do believe these are the same colours as his paints he's bought out with Paper Artsy. Okay, let's just let that sit there a minute. In the meantime, I'll give you another close-up, oops, of these. Look at these. Aren't they lovely? Look. Look at that. And then this one, I love this. Absolutely love that one. I think that's my favourite. Absolute favourite. But anyway, oh, yeah, and then, oh, that was right. So I'm going to try these as well. So I bought these off Amazon, right? Little jewel, right, things. And I've already done some. I've already melted something in there. I thought they were going to be like this sort of size. When they come, look how tiny they are. They're absolutely tiny. So we could have a little go with that in here. I did do these, actually. I've done this in there, but I've put a little dome thing on it. And I heated it from underneath, but it was flying everywhere. But it does look nice. Then I tried it just inside little tiny, tiny bits. But anyway, so we might have a little play with that as well. How are we doing here? Oh, okay, I think that might need a little bit more melting. And then I will take that out and we'll have a look. Oh, hang on, something's just caught my eye. My Ebony Ultra High. Do you know what? Because I'm looking at this. Not that I'm going to be able to recreate this. But, look. My pastel pearls. I wonder what they will melt like with that and that in here. Shall we have a go? Let's have a little play. Oh, look, I've lost my little bit there. That's okay. I'm not too stressed about that. Okay, let's let that cool down. And I've got a bit of white on there, so we'll just clean that out. Another bit of paper. Make sure if you're reusing them, you're putting the side down that didn't have the embossing powder on. So the embossing powder was on the top there. Right, so let's do a bit of this. So we're just going to go puddle, puddle. Just going to get quite a bit of ebony on there. Doesn't have to be loads, but I don't want it too thin. Yeah. Okay, now just put my lid on. I had an accident the other day. Okay, this is the Pastel Pearls. So I don't know why I shake them. Right, this one is Hint of Green. So let's just do a little, just a tiny bit, just dash, dash. Oh, look at that. So a little bit there. And then this is Hint of Pink. Just a tiny bit. Oh. And this one is Hint of Blue. Okay, so I could do my swirl. Let's just leave that like that a minute. And then I could do my swirling that I like to do. Let's just get rid of that. What's that looking like? Looking nice. Oh, yeah, that's set. Lovely. Okay. Oh, I forgot what end I did that end, didn't I think? I'll just do that again, just in case. This is just to stop the wooden bits sticking in if I swirl. So let's just do a little... See if we can bring some of that black in from the edges. Oh my goodness. That looks beautiful. Let's just leave that a minute. And then I'll bring this one over, clean this off to reuse again. This is why I'm getting a mess here. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, do you know what? I'm looking at me white now and I'm thinking, shall I drop a little bit of white in there? Let me sort of bring this up so you can see it. So the camera is still very, very molten. But look. I'm trying not to move it. Look, whoa. It's going to move around. I might put just a tiny, tiny little drop or two of white in there. 1, 2. See, look, you don't need a lot. You really don't. Whoa. Let's just... Oh, sorry. I sit here going, oh, I'm just... I'll just leave it like that. Right, leave that there. Put your lid on. Oh. Pop this back up. That looks stunning. Let that set. Do you know what? You could actually... Oh, is that not even? Oh, it weren't level. I saw it moving, so I realised it wasn't level. But you could actually just use that as a pendant, even that shape, couldn't you? Yum. Right, let's put this little guy... Oh, right, I'm going to die cut this. Right, what have I got? I've got a couple... So I'm going to use a thick die, like a Biggs die. This one is the Sizzix Hearts. The reason I'm going to use a Biggs die is because of how thick it is. A little Thinlits die is not going to touch that. It's not going to go through it. This one, I use this butterfly. Or that's the only thing I use on it, actually. It's the only thing I've ever used is the butterfly. This is the Basic Shapes. Oops, ran the wrong way. Basic Shapes. So if I just look, what have I got? Will it fit that? If I just take that bit off, I think I could get that shape heart out of it. Would I get that shape? I'd get that shape out as well. Oh, what do I want? What do I want? Yeah, I'm going to go that one. Right, so I'm just going to die cut that. But what I'll do, I'm just going to... I've got to do this really, really carefully because I don't know if that's going to affect in there. I just got to get, oh dear, tiny, tiny little bits in there. I don't want it to go on the edge of it. But I'm hoping it will just spread out. Just see what that does. Okay, I'm just going to die cut this. So I'm going to put a piece of parchment on there just to make sure. Just want to make sure I'm in the right shape of it. Have I got it all? I might not get it all. We'll see. So it's just to protect it. Okay. So it's cracked around there. That's all right. That's all right. Oh, look, I've got a tiny little bit there. I miss it. Oh, do you know what? Because it probably wasn't big enough. Wonder if I could just remelt the whole thing and see what happens again. Oh, okay. That looks quite cute. Let's see if I can... Yeah, I think that needs... It's probably not the most inspiring in the heart, but they do come with these little sort of domey things that you can put on top, and then that sort of magnifies it or whatever. So let me just put that there. Come off you. There we go. Right, I am going to re-experiment with this and just see what happens. Break it up, break it up, break it up, turn that up the right way. And I'll have a little bit more over there and there. Right, let's do that again, see what happens. Okay, while that's doing, oh, that is just so, oh, look at that. That is so, so pretty. I know it's not that, obviously. This is glass, totally different. But that just looks beautiful. That's really, really nice. Do you know what? I just had another thought. I'm now wondering if I was to melt this down again and throw some clear gloss on top, would that make a difference? I don't know if it would actually. Or would I just lose all of this? So this, look, there's a little finding. You could just neaten off these edges, yeah, if you don't want to cut it into a shape. And look, that could just be your pendant. It's just brilliant. It's you've got to be careful with it though, because it can just break. You can snap it quite easily. So you'd have to be gentle. But when it's hanging as a pendant against your neck, nothing's going to happen to that. But let me just stick that there a minute. I did like, so this is quite a bit thinner than what these ones were. Quite a lot thinner. I think I like that better. I like that. Let's just take that out. Let it go flat. Can you see how molten it still is? I feel like I want to just keep making stuff now. What can I do now? What can I do now? Oh, shall I do... Oh, do you know what? Shall I just try it? Look, it don't matter. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. If I just put that on there and just throw some gloss on there. I don't know if it's going to, like, melt out far too much. Let's just see if it will... I mean, it was lovely and shiny anyway, but this will sort of thicken it up a little bit. Let's just see what happens with that. Oh, okay, right. So that little bit, is that a bit that's not melted? Yeah, it was a bubble. Let's just get rid of that on there. Lift this off. So what's happened? Oh, that's very molten. Ooh, let's get that to set. Right, I'm just going to move that out of the way. So by putting that clear on there, actually it looks really nice because it looks like it's like captured inside. That's what it looks like at the moment. I'll wait till it sets and then we'll see. In the meantime, this is done. So let's just take that little thing off. Have I made it big enough this time? It's hard to tell. I think I have. Right, I need another little bit of doodah. Right, let's have a look. Lift that off. Oh, perfect. Just tidy that up a little. Oh, that looks lovely. Oh, look, a little, and because it's thicker, I mean, you know, I mean, this is still warm anyway, but look, you can snap it. I'm not lying to you. You can snap it. But if you look after it, and it costs pennies, and if you don't like it, you can just make another one. I love that. I really, really love that. And look how thick it is. So look, ooh, those colours look beautiful. Isn't that lovely with a lovely summer dress? That's stunning. Okay, think of all the colourways you can do these in. Oh, right, I'm wondering then if something like E6000, that's what I use for these glass pieces. I wonder if E6000 is the way to go for this. Do you know what? Unless you try, you really don't know. Just throw that on there. And then that on there. Push it in. And let it set. And pretty much E6000 you have to let set for sort of 24 hours. You know, to get the best results. Again, I can reuse these little bits. That's what I love about it. Let's have a little look-see at this, is it? It's done. Right, okay, so now you can see where the clear is. Can you see where the clear's on the edge there? I wonder if I could, do you know what? I'm going to see if I can do a little circle. Look, if I do that little circle out of this, look at that. I mean, you know, just an organic shape like that as a pendant is lovely, but I'm gonna do that circle. Nice little circle. So I'm gonna position it exactly, so, well, I say exactly, she says. Let's just take a little bit of this, do that so I know where my circle is. There we go. Right, and then do that, like so. Oops, and then she moves it all. And then that. Right, let's just see if that works. Okay. Just carefully push it out. Again, I might melt all that together and just see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That is yum. That is lovely. It looks like it's just had a little like explosion in there. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at it and not the camera. Okay, so let me... Oh, before I do that, do you know what? I was just looking, I've got a bit of glitter on the table. So let's just bring this back in again. I'm just going to basically, this is nothing fancy. I've probably done this in the other videos. In fact, this has probably all turned out like the other videos because my cunning plan didn't work. But I am pleased with what I got. So if I just do this, give or take, I might throw a little bit. Just going to make it a little bit bigger, only because of the bigger circle, but I don't know if that's going to be too big, that circle. Let's just see. Let's see if I can get it for the other circle that's on there. Right, and now I'm going to do me swirly jig, because I love me swirly jigs. A little bit of black, a little bit of ebony. Wow calls their black ebony. Okay, a little bit of that. And now, I think, no, do you know what? I'm going to put the glitter on afterwards, because I think if I put it in now, it's just going to melt into it. But I also, I really love this, but I really liked how I did it before as well. So I think I'm just going to quickly recreate that, she says. But this time make it a bit thicker, and then I won't have to put that clear gloss over the top. And then I might just break all these bits up and melt them and just see what happens, because that's just the fun of it. Looks like a little spotty dog. Let's just get me stick and then just do that. Give it a little swirly gig. See, even that's just lovely, isn't it? I just love this swirly look. I really, really do. And then I'm just thinking a teeny tiny little bit of glitter. So just from the top. Dash, 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 dash. That will go in there and stay in there. In a tiny little bit. There. Okay, get that. So this was the Brilliant Silver Sparkles from Wow. And I am going to swap them out. So this can cool down. Hopefully I've done it big enough for the circle. And let's just get these in here. Just push them over and just see what happens. It might just look a horrible mess. I don't know. Oh. Now, do I leave it like that, or do I give it a swirl? Do I add in a bit more white? Do I add in some silver glitter? Hang on. How about from my Pastel Pearls, whoops, on the ebony bits, so they're not so harsh. Oh, that looks nice. Let me put the lid down. I'm just so tempted to swirl it. I just want to swirl everything. I'm going to swirl. I can't help it. I cannot help it. Okay, I might have messed it up. I think you should do these things, and then when they're like finished, then you know whether you like it or not. So let's take this off. I'm gonna take that off, let that cool down, move this out of the way. Right, yep, that's big enough for that, so let's just grab a bit of parchment on there. Look where the edges are, there and there, just to make sure I've got that. Okay, and run this through. So just gently, look, that looks beautiful. Look, with a little, it's stunning. The glitter's going nowhere because it's set inside. That is stunning. Oh, I love that. Look at it. Still a bit thin. In fact, it's thinner on one side than it is the other. But I would probably set it on the thinner side so you've got the stability in the bottom. Look at it, it's beautiful. And again, I got that bit too. I could just keep going and going and going, couldn't I? How's this one doing? I think I might do a circle out of that one as well. I like that. In fact, I could just put that there. And then, so I'm just running this through my Big Shot. So if anyone's not sure what these are Bigz dies from Sizzix. So they're a steel rule die, so you've got a much thicker like metal cutting edge in there. So as it pushes through, the pressure, I mean, I can feel it on my fingers now, the pressure pushes it through, and it cuts through such thicker materials. How are we doing? Tappity tappity tap. You know, I think I can look at, yeah, no, look at it like that. That's definitely gonna cover. Where was the other little bit there? I might just stick that there. Well, actually, I'll put it back on like that because that don't matter. Okay, run this through. Okie dokie. Is it gonna be gorgeous? Oh yeah, look at that. Look. And that's just from all those bits that were left over that are cut up. That's just so cool. I just need to make sure. See, I could do it, but I might just, right, I'm going to do one more where I chop them up. Because look, can you see how easy it is? Sometimes, if there's I don't know why, but a lot more of the ebony in there, it goes a bit more plasticized. It's like it's harder to you know, just break. But if you're using scissors, you can just whiz you through with your scissors. But I'm wondering what I could put on it to make sure, because if I love it so much and I don't want to, you know, it's just quicker with scissors, by the way. If I don't want to, you know, melt it back down again, if I broke it, I want to stick something on there. So I need to coat it with something. I could coat it with, actually, I have got some, what do you call it? Oh, what do you call it? I've forgotten what you call it. I have forgotten. Let's just stick that on there. Bring that back in. Put the lid on. Resin. That's the word. I could just coat it with some resin. And I have got some of the resin that you put over the thingy bob light. So it does it sort of instantly. Because look, can you see? Oh, that's on the thinner bit. It's not too bad on the thicker bit. Don't break it, Marion. Don't break it. I feel like I want to go and just test it. But I'll do that on this one. This will be my tester, because I probably won't like this one as much. She says, knowing she probably will. I do love this one. I just want to quickly do one more like that. I did say I was going to, didn't I? And then I'll stop. Because I can just keep going and going and going. How are we doing? Oh, there we go. Right. What did I do here? I've forgotten what I did. Oh, here we go. Right, so I've put that in my ink pad. I love it just like that. I might not swirl this. Shock horror. Look, let me try and bring it up to you without disturbing it too much. Can you see that? That is yum. Oh, right, I'm gonna put it there. Yeah, I don't wanna disturb it. I might, no, that's not gonna do anything. Oh, look, you go like that. You can get tiny little black lines from underneath. No, I'm going to leave it like that. Leave it like that. Right, so let's have a look at this. So why did I do this? I wanted to see if it was going to break. Right, so let me just run it through. Let's just grab a bit of doodah. Okay, so I didn't get it all, but I'm not bothered about that. I didn't get it all as a circle. So, I want it to cool down completely. Completely. Because, is this one done? Yep. When it's still warm, it's not molten, that's when it's hot. But it's more pliable when it's warm. So, like, if you've done a butterfly like this, while it's still warm, you can actually bend it so that the wings, yeah, you can sort of do this, hold it for it to cool, or put something there for it to cool, and then it will stay, not that you can see that properly, but more in that position. Okay, so now this one's done, I'm just going to do a small circle with this one. Look at that. That just looks, look, I can bend it now. Look at that. Oh, do you know what? Could you imagine doing alphabets? If you've got the big stars and you do alphabets, and even if you just do the first initial in something like this on a card, just gorgeous. Oh, sorry, I just hit the camera. I just headbutted it. Sorry about that. Right. Let's do this as a circle. I might have gone too close to the edge. Have I? Oh, I think I just got it on there. See, and this one just looks like it's had a powder puff on it. I'll try and zoom in and do some close-ups on those. Just stunning. Again, I can use that with that and just keep going and going and going. I might put some resin on it. I know it's quite, that you can do this, but then it's going on a soft surface. Well, it's not a soft surface, but it's sort of a soft surface. But anyway, right, so citrus, love, 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 love this quad. I love that we're doing quads. Not everything's going to be a quad, obviously, but I just love those. I love the new packaging. I just think it looks so much nicer. Obviously, it's better because it's not plastic. They're still going to be using this packaging until they've run out of them, which hopefully won't be for too long. And then any new trios or duos will be packed that way as well, which is nice. Still feels a little bit, yeah. See, I'm so impatient. I love this. Absolutely love it. Look, I've brought down a chain as well. Look. See, look. Right, I'm going to photograph these. It still feels warm because, look, it's still got a tiny bit of bend in it. But, let me just put the lid down on that. Get it out of the way. As I say, my plan didn't completely go right. I need to try the stuff I use in this. I might try it in this, but it might not work. I don't know. I'm still loving my glass fusing. It's totally different. Totally, totally different. Oh, that still sounds right. It's very thin round here, so let's just try. I mean, the thing is, no one's going to stand there and go like that to try and break it, but... Ah, there we go. Look, so if I go like that, yes, it's going to snap in half. Now you've got two necklaces. Look on the bright side. Oh, dear. Oh, I like. You could join it like that. So, yeah, I mean, you know, if you're going to stand there and try and snap it like that, but I think, like, you know, dropping it from a height, it's not gonna break, you know, that, and I'm dropping it on something hard there. It's not, so yeah. I mean, the thing is, with glass, you could drop that on concrete or something and maybe that would like chip a bit, you know. But anyway, it didn't work what I wanted it to do. Or, you know, what was in my head. I am going to try it with the glass next and see if it works with that. It might not work with that. Yeah, and just see what happens. So, thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. Bye.